Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. My love, it makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's walking alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be a friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And four, man, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And tonight, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's decide on a nickname once and for all. Big fella, you going with the alphabet or the Greek Freak?
Greek Freak is catchier, but as he gets better, he'll become a super freak, like my main man Joel from high school.
Yes.
He was a freak.
Yes. He may soon be calling him the perennial MVP.
I think Greek Freak has a better ring to it.
Yeah, I do too. But if you think, a lot of teams passed on this guy. I know what they're saying to themselves. You know what they're calling themselves? Dummies.
Oh.
That's a good one.
That was quick. And now we go to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. Two teams that can pour it on from beyond the arc. Great long-range shooters, Doris. Do you think the NBA's become too reliant, perhaps, upon the three?
Listen, I love teams that can pour on the points, right? We're all excited when the game is high-scoring. The one thing I would say, Kevin, is there are certain teams in the league whose best player is a back-to-the-basket center. And if that's the case, that player and that team should be able to flourish in their skill set. The San Antonio Spurs come to mind with LaMarcus Aldridge. So as much as we've opened up the perimeter game, I think it is equally important that the officials do a good job making sure back-to-the-basket centers can have their day in the sun as well.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is down low with Lopez. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Here's Russell. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And they double up Russell. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by the Nets. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And offensively, that night, it seemed like anytime they took one step forward, they'd end up taking 2 steps back.
It didn't seem, Greg, like they ever got any rhythm on the offensive end. They were in a hurry to get their shots off. Really difficult to win that way.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Russell. 23 points for him the last game against the Magic in Orlando. Chalk up 2 there.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got his first basket of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Harris's shot is good.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Lopez with the block. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Allen passes to Russell. Kicks it out to Allen. For the 3. The rebound by Brogdon.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Plenty of space. And it comes off the front of the rim. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Well, I couldn't agree more, Greg. Situations like that you hope build character. But they need to knock down the free throws, bottom line.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Bucks. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Brooklyn, just way behind.
And I think for Milwaukee, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his first points of the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Russell. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time.
Well, you think about the Brooklyn Nets and Kenny Atkinson having a tough task of rebuilding this organization. It is still feeling the effects of the trade that stripped them of so many picks. But give Kenny credit for embracing the challenge and knowing there's a long road ahead.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, he has been special to start this game, shooting 8 of 9, just making it look easy.
Pass to Graham, fires the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
He's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, Russell takes a three, drops in the tray.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Nets trail by 6. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
The Bucks have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And he knocks down the first one. Settling into the new season outdoors, some teams really finding that groove and their rhythm. Talk about what they can do to maintain that. Sometimes it's easier to get there, but then to maintain it becomes the real chore.
Right, and that's where coaching comes into play. Guys trying to pull the right string, play the right notes with their teams. And obviously, one of the most important things you can have on a night-by-night basis is energy, consistent energy on the defensive end. If you stay in the moment, you focus on the next play. I know 82 games can be a grind, Kev, but if you break it down into smaller chunks, it becomes much more manageable.
Good idea. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, hard to believe. Already, they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Boy, they have come out strong. They've controlled the pace, asserted their will. Wow.
And it's Caruch missing. Bucks leading by 10. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
You see, to me, Kevin, when he's healthy, Brook Lopez is someone you have to game plan for. This is a huge presence on the floor who uses his length, his size to great advantage.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And the first one drops. And now that final debt, Doris, has been paid, it must feel like a huge relief for Nets fans to be done with that trade they made with Boston.
Well, you hate to say it, but trading for KG, Pierce, and Terry back in 2013 turned out to be a disaster for the Nets. Probably set the organization back a good 5 years. They must be thrilled to be out from under the weight of that mistake.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 11. Will it go? And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Timeout called, the Nets. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court. And checking out the numbers for Lopez. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Third in blocks. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
Milwaukee leading by 13. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Russell kicks to Allen. Russell against Bledsoe. Russell passes to Karuch. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
Offensive rebound, Allen. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Count that one. 34 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Karuch. 13 points in the game.
Boy, what a nice carom there, guys. He can really use that size and length to his advantage.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
But it's not easy building a lead like this on the road, Greg, but they have been lights out throughout this game.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Both good from the line that time. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 19-7 run. Wilson, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Caruch.
Damari Carroll.
Here's Napier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. And there's the pass to Carroll. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Carroll's got his first bucket of the night.
Damari Carroll gives the defense no time to react on that. Not looking to pass or put it on the deck, just score it.
Pass to Davis. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes. Extends out and sends it back.
Excellent D there from Hill.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination and didn't on that one. I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
And the Nets with possession here. It's an 18-point game. Stolen by Wilson. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Stolen by Wilson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Passes to Carroll. The 15-footer. Rebound by Ilyasova. Milwaukee leading by 22. Here's Connaughton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
To the middle and stolen by Ilyasova. Only one man back on D. Here's Snell. Carroll covering. No good there. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. He can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Snell. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Snell's got his second bucket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Carroll. To the inside, Hollis Jefferson, and he makes good on the layup.
Hollis Jefferson fears no one, Kevin. It's incredible watching him outwork people in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Antetokounmpo.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
Now, here's Napier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet, but they'll get another chance. The dish to Carroll. Just 5 to shoot. Down low and stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Wilson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Brooklyn with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. It's Carroll on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. Knocked away. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Brooklyn ball.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
I just been the same stand-up since the day I came in this game, and I just come in here to stay till I'm crippled. I'm a combination of Kane, G-Rap, Reggie Noble, and James, who still has a Johnson and Kane.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Joe Harris, a guy that bounced back between the G League, Doris, and the NBA his first few seasons.
Right, Joe Harris has thrived fitting into a shooting role with this team. And credit Coach Kenny Atkinson for saying, listen, model yourself after Kyle Korver.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Milwaukee in total control. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Snell, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Down low, Carroll, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
A little emphatic on the finish from DeMarais. Carroll, go ahead with the rim shaker.
Snell, that's good. Snell's got 8 points.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Bucks on top, running away with it. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs, resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Ilyasova. Tony Snell is out there with Wilson. Then there's Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Here's Carroll after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Hollis Jefferson trying to get open as Davis. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Napier. Carroll kicks to Harris. Off target from outside.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Napier with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
It's Carroll on the wing. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Snell finds Ilyasova. And stolen by Napier. The pass to Harris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Harris has got 7 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And that one is good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so Napier will bring it up for Brooklyn. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And it's Davis missing. Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Shots good by Wilson.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Napier feeling it out a bit. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Bucks second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harris, and it goes down 2 points. Connaughton's got 4 points this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
In the corner, it's Harris. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Snell.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Here's Connaughton. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
A baseline J, and it falls over the rim and in. He's got 10.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Graham's checked in. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The offensive rebound. Napier kicks to Davis. He dishes it to Carroll. Let's keep it alive. Wilson with the block.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Lopez over to help. To the middle. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
From 17 feet out, that misses off the backboard. Nets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Inside. And Davis throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Shots good by Wilson. Wilson's got 6 in the quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully. If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Wilson. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Here's Lopez. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Graham kicks to Russell. Poked loose. Fast break, Milwaukee by himself. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, he may not be the fastest guy on the floor, but Brook Lopez knows how to run the court. Nice rim run.
And here is Graham. Russell against Bledsoe. Here's Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, they wouldn't object if all their looks were that close.
Connaughton, yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
He was all alone on that one. Graham's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Here's Graham. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Allen's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
Now, here is Russell. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And it's good, 2 points.
Boy, this guy has had a major impact on this game. The scoring he has done has propelled them to this lead.
And the dunk by Graham.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
I think everyone expecting Bledsoe to perhaps force the issue, but he keeps his poise and finds the open man.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's Hollis Jefferson, top of the key. Here's Karuch. Antetokounmpo defending. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A lot of responsibility, Doris, in being the focal point of an offense. What characteristics have you seen are shared among NBA players who carry the load offensively for their teams every game?
Right. This is a great separation point to me in the NBA because there are a lot of outstanding players at the level on any given night in the NBA. But, Kevin, there is a select few players who are willing to share the lion's share of the responsibility. Men like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Like, you have to be prepared 82 times per year to step between the lines, shoulder the load, and sometimes when you underperform, to bear the criticism that comes with that responsibility. And Kevin, you know this. That's a select few player who's willing to absorb that.
Good thoughts. And the Bucks with possession. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
And for the Nets, they're shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Russell with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. To the wing on the left. Here's Karuch. Offensive rebound. Graham. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Graham's got 7 points for the quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Here's Graham. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. Here's Karuch. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Misses the layup. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Karuch. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And got it! Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. To the middle, here's Karuch. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Chris Middleton. The Nets have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
One shot, gentlemen.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter. Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And Russell with the basket on the assist by Allen. Russell's got 5 points so far.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Caruch. To the inside, Graham. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, the score would look a lot different if his teammates could have had the kind of night he's had.
Shots good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy is just so physical for a point guard. Bledsoe loves to challenge the defense in close.
Offensive rebound, and it's Allen with the jam.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
This is an area of great improvement for Bledsoe. Willing to make the extra pass now.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Caruch passes to Russell. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And the Nets with possession. Bounce pass, Russell. Here's Caruch. Milwaukee with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Inside, Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he'd read the play.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also with the sub. Ilyasova's checked in. That's good from Antetokounmpo. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the field. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he comes up with the deuce. Antetokounmpo's got 59 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Caruch, no good, unable to end this run. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And here's Ilyasova outside. Graham with the rebound.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Bucks call timeout. All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court your Nets dancers.
The Nets making a switch here.
Carroll. And Davis.
19 seconds left in the first half. Bledsoe for three. The rebound by the Nets. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris finds Russell. Good, and Harris gets the assist. That's 7 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And even with the height disadvantage, he finds a way to convert.
Boy, you got to appreciate how confident he was in that instance. He doesn't allow the taller defender to stop him. He's saying, I'll take you on right now.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He has never been better. This is the most points he's scored in his career, and he is looking to add to it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 3 steals and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
I don't know how you're not a big fan of his game. He plays fast, aggressive, and if you let him get to the rim, he leaves nothing to chance.
Okay, say
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Allen is out there with Caruch. Then there's Harris. Then it's Russell. And it's Graham in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Nets passing it around and finished off by Graham.
And look, if he gets it that low, he's going to hurt you.
Right, you can't be surprised when he burns you. The defense must force him out of the paint.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Boy, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Brogdon's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. D'Angelo Russell, the lefty playmaker out of Ohio State. Doris, a lot to like about his ability to create.
Well, certainly Kevin has a nose for scoring and combines that with good vision. I think the one thing he's got to be careful of is shot selection and taking care of the basketball.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand. They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 19 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. he has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Another shot, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here is Harris. 7 points in the game. And again, it's the Nets missing. Inside, it's stolen by Harris. He feeds it to Graham. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Graham's got 15.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
On the wing, Harris. Here's Karuch, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
The kick out to Lopez. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Double hustle. Here's Graham. Defended by Mason. First kick, Russell. Shoot. Back to Harris. Antetokounmpo double. Try from 16. And a Russell missing.
The game plan needs to change if you're going to get this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he just bangs down the one-hand.
Two very easy points right here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. To the right side. And it's Karuch missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And yep, another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
To end the run, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Ooh, a forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often. Connects again.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all-time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
Any point guard in the NBA, particularly one who is not a huge-sized guy, has got to have the floater in his disposal. Go ahead, D'Angelo. Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Graham. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Napier, he's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Harris. Lopez with the block.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Here's Snell. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
One shot.
A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brogdon and Allen with the block, and he recovers it. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Graham kicks to Harris, takes the three, good on the three-point shot. Harris has got 10. Harris has gotten 2 of his 5 attempts from deep to go. Here's Wilson, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 6th assist on the night. The Nets have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. Napier with it. He's picked up by Hill. Napier passes to Harris. Back to Napier. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Milwaukee with the ball. For 3, Brogdon. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
If they hating, got a price to pay. California on my license plate. Last year they ain't even like the bay. Had to get it on my own. I could really get it if I want. You can even get it on the phone. You ain't even know. I'll be with you. I ain't gon' stop putting on. Run a home with a slang. Yeah, bad on my game. Yeah, big bag with a aim. Yeah, you ain't really what you claim. Why you always in the way? Bad little ways. Bet you gon' make it shake. Say you body what you ain't.
And a moment here to highlight some of the best and brightest from beyond the stripe. Puts it up off the inbound, and it's Napier missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Wasted no time on that one. Wilson's got 20 points.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
I'll tell you, Greg, his passing has been absolutely outstanding. He is threading the needle right now.
And Davis puts it in.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Now Napier, 8 points for him. Now here is Davis. Back to Napier. He kicks it to Carroll. Down low, 5 on the clock, and it's Davis with the jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Napier with it. Kicks to Carroll. Here's the three. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Snell, that's good. Snell's got 19 points. Nets shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. The shot by Carroll, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing, threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
The net shooting in this game, 45%. Napier kicks to Carroll, and Davis throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Brogdon, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Over to the wing. Wilson against Davis. Inside. Off on the layup.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Yeah, they've dominated that category in this one. It's reflected in the score.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Harris outside. The pass to Napier. Feeds it to Davis. Back to Napier. From past the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Pat Connaughton.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the dogged determination from George Hill, reliable at finding ways to score down deep?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's tipped. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for George Hill. Averaging about 7 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. To the paint, here's Davis. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Snell. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's blocked. But he gets it back to halt the run, and the bucket is good from Carroll in deep. Carroll's got 11 points.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Harris. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Wilson. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. And that one is good. Middleton's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Davis finds Russell. And here's Carroll. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. He has 6.
But how about the persistence from Hollis Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Deep two from Carroll. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Non-stop scoring machine here. Can't hit from 12. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Bucks ahead, running away with this one. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's do it again for this quarter. 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it. Keep moving the ball. Keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, we've got Brown. Jason Smith is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Connaughton in at the two guard. And finished off by Williams.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Napier kicks to Williams. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Bledsoe. Ball going up court. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Now, he's one of those guys that combines great length with tremendous explosiveness. Bledsoe makes that one look easy.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Doris, last summer we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. It looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the middle, shot to stop the run.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man and you deliver the ball right away.
Here's Bledsoe. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. To the left side wing. And here's Napier. This one for three. It's rebounded by Ilyasova.
He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
Here's Brown. The rebound by the Nets. Napier's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
And we get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding? He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. From 11 feet away. And another basket for Milwaukee.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tries a 3. Rebound by Smith. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Count that bucket.
Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the low box.
The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Napier. Bledsoe comes over to help. On the wing, Williams. Back to Napier. Shot clock at 6. From the top of the key. And the shot is long.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
Brown, good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Poked away. Now here's Napier. Guarded by Bledsoe. Nets working now with a new shot clock. Pinson, defended by Ilyasova. Davis kicks to Napier. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
The Bucks making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ilyasova passes to Connaughton. Pinson. Pass to Musa. Nets passing it around. Pinson. He's covered by Brown. Right side, Williams. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
First free throw is good. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard?
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
Back to Williams. In the corner, Napier with it. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And Brooklyn making a change here. Carroll's checked in.
Substitution for the Nets, Damari Carroll.
Napier kicks to Carroll. No good with the triple.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
It's Carroll on the wing. Off the left rim and out.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient. Boy, you have got to love the dime, the pass on time and on target.
Napier kicks to Williams. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Napier's got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Here's Connaughton. That shot off the mark. The Nets go the other way with it. Smith's shot is good.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
Napier dishes to Williams. Napier kicks to Carroll. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 9th assist in the game now.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Connaughton. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Pass to Musa. There's the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Ilyasova kicks to Hill. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now Napier. Here's Musa. Nobody near Williams. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, for a capable 3-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Here's Hill. Here's Brown. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Carroll, no one around him. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
I like when DeMarre Carroll pulls the trigger in that situation. Show confidence in your jumper.
And finished off by Brown.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 42% in this final quarter. The feed to Carroll. Banked in off the glass. Carroll's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, there's no question DeMarre Carroll came ready to play. He's been their go-to guy all game.
Bucks passing it around. Here's Ilyasova, and another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Here's Milwaukee now. Now here's Ilyasova. Outside Hill. Smith on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're leading. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
You know, I think it's an opportunity just for the coach to see some execution. Finish this thing out the right way.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wilson, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And all the energy has been sucked out of this arena. This is not what the fans came to see.
Well, they took the crowd completely out of this game, and when you get a lead like that, it's sort of deflating for the home crowd. What a solid victory on the road.
Shot from the wing, misses the shot. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We getting out in transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.